welcome to the stream on this very cold, windy day in Toronto. We are out here at Louis Vuitton, a company that shamelessly exploits and abuses animals for fashion, for vanity items. It started a little bit early, so just wait for a few people to come in. Don't go anywhere. We are just starting our fur demo. And once you come in, let me know if you can hear. If you can hear me, if you can hear the stream, say hi. Don't be shy. This place is called Louis Vuitton. What they do is they have animals anally electrocuted for vanity. And they won't even let their people in the doors because they're concerned about us. And my friend Jenny is calling out this person here wearing the furred animals who lived a brutal life, who didn't want to die, who didn't want to be worn. Shameful. So once again, guys, I am at Louis Vuitton here. We are asking people to stop wearing furred animals, stop looking at animals as commodities, as items, as things that we can wear and use. Guys, let me know if you're in the stream. Say hello. I'm not sure what's going on. Martin, Jason, hello. My friend Jenny McQueen's doing some outreach here, trying to get people to realize that it's unacceptable in 2026 and at any time to wear animals for fashion, for vanity. How disgusting is that? It is a freezing day out here in Toronto, but we aren't the animals being captured, anally electrocuted, worn, all these things. Guys, please say hi. For some reason, it seems like something's not working here. Let me know if you can hear me. It is quite a cold day, so sometimes phones, they glitch out, so I just want to make sure. I actually can't see any comments or anything like that. Let me know if you're in the stream. Vegan in the Woods, thank you. Let me know if you can hear me, hear what I'm saying. Seems to quite a few people just jumped in. Guys, once again, we are at Louis Vuitton. This company, probably the richest one of them all, they still exploit animals for money, for fashion, for vanity, and we say it's unacceptable. So that's why we are out here today. We are protesting all over the world. Thank you, Betty. Appreciate it. Barry, hello. Guys, let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you are. Let me know if you agree that we should stop using animals for fashion, for any reason, really. I mean, at the end of the day, we have alternatives. None of this is necessary. We do not need to use animals for fashion, for entertainment, for testing, for food. It's just the idea of viewing animals for us. When we're all here together, we all value pretty much the same things. We all want to live. We don't want to be exploited. Austin, tell me what you're doing to better the world, Austin. Tell me what you're doing to better the world. My view is that as long as we view animals as commodities, and we eat animals, we wear them, we are creating violence in the world. What that means is it's going to translate to the rest of the world. So We view others as things, as items, and then we decide to start viewing humans in that same context, and there we are. That's why we have things that you're talking about, war, exploitation of humans even, because we are consuming violence. We are wearing violence. These things happen because of a result of what we do to animals, or in part. And so we're asking places like Louis Vuitton to shut down. And the thing is, Austin, when you mentioned there are people that are out there. Austin, would you say that it's okay to put humans into slaughterhouses, marginalized communities, immigrants, refugees, minorities, into those places, have them kill and suffer trauma, PTSD, turn to drugs and alcohol? No, I'm not wearing leather, and what I'm wearing, it will last just as long as cow skin. That's the problem. So my jacket's fine. I'm warm. I'm toasty. I don't need to exploit others for what I'm wearing. If that's the way you want to be, Barry, and you're not open-minded, then we'll just we'll get rid of you. I mean, calling me names like that just because I'm against violence against innocent animals, I don't want them trapped, anally electrocuted. What's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Why would you want that to happen to an innocent animal? Dixon, you can search Google to see what vegan is, but vegan is the idea that we shouldn't view others as things, as commodities, exploiting others for our benefit. We don't need to view animals as commodities. As I said before, PTSD, drug, alcohol abuse, anybody who commits violence on animals is losing empathy, right? They'll move to apathy and possibly move to psychopathy, creating more violent crime rates, turning to drugs and alcohol. Why would you want to live in a society that does that or promotes that? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, there are people that eat dogs, definitely. Guys, let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're tuning in from today. It is absolutely freezing out, but we are here for the animals. We are asking this disgusting company to adopt a fur-free policy. As stated, we do not need to wear these items. And it's funny because these people talk about, well, what else are we going to wear? You know, they sell these coats for thousands of dollars, right? They sell them for thousands of dollars. Kushim, we're not discussing that here, but if you are against innocent people or innocent animals being pregnant, sent to slaughter, oftentimes they're still pregnant. Kenny, if you stepped on a dog's foot, would they scream? It's the same principle. You cannot tell me you're not that bright if you can't figure that out, man. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, you can get a job as well. I'm retired, so I don't know why you would want me to get a job if I'm retired. That doesn't make any sense. Guys, don't forget to hit like, share out the stream, tell all your friends. We are at Louis Vuitton in Toronto. We are asking people to stop buying furred animal jackets, and Barry is the biggest hypocrite of them all because he acts like he cares, right? But he doesn't. Hey Jake, guys, go and subscribe over to Jake. He acts like he cares, but what does he really care about? It's likely that Barry kills animals, he executes them, he probably gets money for it, so he's triggered. That's what happens in these streams is the loudest people in the streams are the ones who have likely taken lives, haven't looked into trauma, and yeah. Uh, Barry, like, there are so many things you could be doing right now other than trolling vegan activists. So that shows me you could give a shit. Like, absolutely. And then talking about what I'm wearing as if you know anything about me. Amazing. Everybody knows Louis Vuitton sells furred animals that have been anally electrocuted and tortured. Everybody knows that. And most people are against it. So, like, why wouldn't you be like, yeah, I'm against it? And why don't we talk about this? But no, instead you're like, well, what do you do? That's really helpful, Barry. Really, really helpful. Tell me what you do, Barry, other than troll. Tell me how many events you've created, how you get out there to change the world, Barry. Well, there it is. See, you kill animals. And I was spot on, right? Everyone, did I not say the people that are triggered in the chat are people that likely have taken lives or they profit off of the industries that exploit animals. And so, Barry, you should go watch a video. It's called What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain. It's on YouTube. It talks about the psychology of taking lives. I used to work in slaughterhouses, so I know exactly what it's like, what it entails. I've seen it before. I'm a former slaughterhouse inspector, former agriculture inspector, and I gotta say, everybody who takes a life should go see a psychiatrist. And I guarantee you the psychiatrist will be like, yeah, you're suffering. Um, Likely it's a brain connection where it disassociates you from the trauma that you inflicted on others. It's a very common response. I never took the life, but I inspected. I'm not proud of it. I've changed. 12 years ago, I went vegan. Yeah, so basically, cows and sows are sent to slaughter while they're still pregnant. So if you are somebody who eats animals, you're paying for that to happen. And if you're worried about abortion, then maybe you should look at what you're consuming first before you ask people what they think about. I mean, there's vegans that are pro-choice, there's vegans that aren't. So it's not a vegan thing to think one way or the other. The vegans are here to ask people to stop exploiting innocent sentient beings. Um, that's what we're here for. I'm not here to answer my political beliefs on anything. If you want to talk later, when I'm not here standing up for the animals, maybe I'll do that. But I don't like to be told what I should tell you, or I don't go into your streams and do that. I'm here. I'm here simply speaking up for the animals. Michael, do you support cows being pregnant when they're sent to slaughter? Do you support an industry that confines and tortures innocent animals? These animals get caught in traps, they're put in cages, they spin around, they often gnaw at their own body parts. It's no different than animal testing. When we condone this violence and we wear it, it just shows the rest of the world that it's okay to be violent. So 80%, actually probably closer to 90% of the animals eaten are less than 6 months old. So 80% are about 6 weeks old when they're killed. So if you don't want to eat babies, then and you do eat chickens and pigs, even cows, they're under a few years old usually, and then maybe dairy cows are older. Well, Michael, there's going to be people, like I said, that are pro-abortion, and there's going to be people that are not. It's not a vegan thing. Maybe some are pro-choice. Maybe there's even more that are. But again, that's what I don't like. If I was doing an abortion stream, then maybe we could talk about it. But I'm not. I'm here strictly speaking up against Louis Vuitton, the disgusting company that needs to stop exploiting animals. How disgusting. And Jenny's just putting out a heart here. Yeah, and you see there's people, again, like I said, the triggered people in the chat will say the most extreme things, right? So guys, let me know where you're coming from. Also, let me know, are you vegan? If you're vegan, hit 1. If you're not vegan and you're thinking about change, hit 2. If you are a total loser, animal abuser, hit 3 and double tap the screen. Hey, Martin. Got a few ones. Someone saying that, yeah, sure, buddy. I mean, following the, like, listen to this comment here. So, what do we have here? Vegan is for, yeah, it is the rich. Vegan is for pussies and Democrats. To your mama wanted their beef in the mouth. Like, listen to this yes, it's real person. I mean, people, do you want to be like, yes, it's real, and say such degrading and disgusting things? Or do you just want to be kind and leave animals alone? I'm sure most of you don't go around kicking dogs, and you would cringe at the idea of somebody doing that. That's basically the same principle as you just extend that to other animals. It's basic principle. It's basic idea. And the name callers, you know, so these are either the guys that have killed or taken lives, or maybe you've never been in a slaughterhouse. I have. 99.9% of people haven't been in a slaughterhouse. So guys, do you guys know what happens to these animals? So they're put in cages. If you ever seen a mink farm, sometimes there'll be like eight of them to a cage. So that you can see there, the blood is on your hands sign there. Sometimes there will be 8 of them in something even smaller than that, maybe about the size of a laptop box. And so they'll gnaw at each other, they'll eat each other. Sometimes they don't have enough room to even stretch. That's how confined they are. And then they're anally electrocuted. If you can imagine, and their skin's ripped off, so people can put them on jackets and wear them. They farm them. There's one farm, Springbrook Fur Farms. If you guys want to go check it out, just Google it. You'll see it on YouTube. Springbrook Fur Farms. Disgusting place. And you can see what they go through. You know, foxes go through similar. You can't imagine what happens in other countries as well. It's all very much commonplace. It's crazy how respectfully you're a fucking idiot. Why? Why am I an idiot? Tell me. How much time have you spent working in a slaughterhouse? So I worked many years as a federal inspector, agriculture inspector, and I seen the way people treat animals. To be honest, I didn't know you could live vegan, and 12 years ago I learned that I could, so I changed. We've been lied to. Lied to. Kenny, are you threatening me? Like, shut up, weirdo. The Liver King? Yeah, that lasted long, eh? The junkie Liver King. And then he goes after Joe Brogan, didn't he? I don't care if you think I'm a fucking idiot, bro. Like, what's your argument? How about you grow a set and actually have an argument? It's like nana nana boo boo. Like, what is it? Like, I think you're an idiot. And then he says it like 5 times again. Like, no shit. You already said that once, bro. Like, can you imagine? Okay, guys, can you imagine spending your Saturday trolling a vegan who's standing up against animals being anally electrocuted and put in cages just so people can buy their $1,000 coats, profiting the billionaires, spending your time trolling them and doing absolutely nothing else, right, in their life? Can you imagine doing that and not like actually like maybe going for a walk or going outside or something? Can you imagine that? That's your life. Imagine that. It's crazy. Kenny, there's other streams for that or other places you can go for, your twisted things there. Well, maybe not twisted, but maybe for your, whatever you're looking for, bro. Well, I'm telling people what happens to the animals. I mean, what is wrong with telling the truth? Can you imagine being the guy trolling the guy who's standing up for animals, and reaches thousands of people on YouTube? Can you imagine being that guy? I mean, like how else do you stand up for animals, bro? Like, what the hell is he talking about? No, I don't get paid. You think I would stand out here for money? I mean, no, you couldn't pay me enough money to stand out here. I'm standing up for a cause. Money doesn't buy happiness, bro. If you're searching for money, that'll never get you anywhere, bro. Inside, they get paid a lot of money. Yeah, I think they get a salary plus they probably get what's it called? Incentives when they sell. Forget the name for that. Well, if you care, yes, it's real about humans, then why would you put them in a position where they're taking lives all day long, causing them PTSD, turning to drugs and alcohol, also creating more violent crime in communities? Like, yeah, dude, that's what happens. So if you actually care about humans, you would stop exploiting animals because there are humans, marginalized communities that actually are the ones killing and such on your behalf. So no, if you aren't vegan, you don't care about humans or animals. You may not understand or know, but all right, Barry. Well, I'm not having that word in my chat. Have a nice life.
It's called I Am Sorry. It's written by James Hallaby Moreno. I am sorry. I am sorry for all the human wrong and the apathy. I am sorry our earth became your hell in a place of agony. I am sorry that you had only known the world of misery. Yeah, for those who are doing
Yes,
this,
it is,
don't
Alicia.
go to set for
Poshy posh. Billionaires Row here in Toronto. And people are defending billionaires. Ooh.
Sir, do you know that you're wearing a dog as well as walking a dog?
It's wearing a dog, walking a dog. Make it make sense, people.
No, were you expecting to buy a dead coyote, sir? Don't drag your dog.
Yes, Canada A. Toronto. Holy shit, it's windy, bro. Shit be flying, man. Leftist criminals. Yeah, look at us. What criminals? Oh my god. Hardened criminals standing up for innocent animals. Amazing. Hardened criminals. You can leave, BTK. I mean, there's the door.
Moreno, I am sorry. I am sorry for all the human wrongs and the apathy. I am sorry our earth became your hell in a place of agony.
It's a protest against Louis Vuitton and Loro Piana for selling animals who were tortured so people can wear them.
I am sorry. I am sorry for your life that kind of I am sorry for your merciless
Yeah, it is crazy. People still protest for it.
I am sorry for the hurt, the loss, the torment, and the grief.
Yeah, weak people wear innocent animals. And they eat innocent animals. Can you imagine how pathetic that is?
I'm sorry you have been scared, ripped apart, and broken. I'm sorry you have never known any more of a kindness. I'm sorry for the love you have never felt and for the distress.
I am sorry. I am sorry for your isolation, sadness, and shattered families. I am sorry I belong to the most inhumane and destructive species. I am sorry for your pain and suffering, for the callous silence. I am sorry. I am sorry for the arrogance, ignorance, and for the jealous, kindness, vanity. I am sorry for all your stolen coats turned into bloody money. I am sorry for your brutal slaughter, violent death, and war crimes.
Did we put it back on?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Thank you.
I am sorry.
And then just put maybe something on top.
I failed to protect you, but I never failed to always try. I never failed to be your witness and your voice in the darkness. I'll never fail to be a rebel with a cause, a warrior. Animals are someone, not something.
Are you holding that sign, right?
Yeah, I think we need it further down.
It's fairly windy.
Animals are someone, not something!
Not something.
Animals are someone, not something!
Animals are someone, not something.
Animals are someone, not something!
Animals are someone, not something.
Animals are someone, not something!
Oh, bombastic. You're just a big crybaby. Guy says he cares about dogs, but he's okay with people capturing dogs and confining them basically in these places. Amazing, the cognitive dissonance. It's unbelievable. He's okay with some dog-like animals being tortured, confined, and abused, but he's not okay with dogs eating plant-based products, which is healthier. Have you been to a slaughterhouse, bro? Have you seen what dogs eat and cats eat? They eat the inedible body parts that humans won't consume, like cancers, skin diseases, intestines, all that shit that's covered in tumors. I mean, and then it goes to get heat treated, and you're feeding your dog that, and you say you care about your dog. You don't fucking care about your dog, bro. You do not. If you actually cared about your dog, you would probably look into it, wouldn't you? Instead of mocking people that are defending animals who are brutalized for fucking vanity. It's pathetic. How pathetic is that? Hey, Michael, how are you doing? Some call me Fur. How you doing? Ben G's in the house. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe. Tell me where you guys are from. Let me know, guys, as well. If you're vegan, hit 1. If you're not vegan and you're thinking about change, you don't want to be the reason why an animal's lights go out, or they're tortured or confined or hurt, hit 2. If you're someone who's just an animal abuser, a loser that's never going to change, hit any other number. Double tap the screen. We got a bunch of ones. Sue, that's great to see. Thank you. Guys, there's also a link in my description. It's called the 3-minute movie challenge. We just had a young lady here hold a sign. She agrees with us. Her and her dad. That's pretty amazing. There's a link in my description. It's called the 3-minute movie challenge, guys. You can take that challenge, and you can see what happens, the reality of our food system. And I can attest, because I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I used to work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. I've seen the way these animals are treated. I've seen the way furred animals are treated. I've seen the way farmed animals are treated. And it's all disguised. It's all... My job was actually just a fake position, a lying position that claims that we treat animals okay, and we don't. We definitely don't. People really know, a lot of people do, but there are some people that still want to hold on to this fantasy that animals are treated respectfully and kindly, or there's some sort of way to do this. Even if there was a way, guys, even if there was some magical way, we still shouldn't do it, right? We still shouldn't do it, because animals are here with us, not for us. We don't equate them. We look at our similarities. How are we similar? We all want to live. We don't want to be treated like garbage. We don't want to get hurt. We can love. We have families. So this is what we're trying to do. This is how change works. We evolve in society, and we want everyone to evolve away from using animals. So we got some police here, presence. Generally have that at every protest that we have. It's hard for me to move things because everything's heavy, and I'm trying to stabilize my well, I worked for 15 years in animal agriculture, in so many different roles. It's too long to explain. So from sampling officer to transportation inspector to online to processing to licensing to fish inspection. And my whole family worked in the industry. My grandfather helped me get a job. My uncle worked as an inspector. So my grandma, my aunt, my great aunt, my uncle, my mom even worked in a slaughterhouse. So we all worked in it. We're all scarred from it. I just found out over Christmas that my great what would she be? My great aunt? Oh, no. What is that? Is that how many animals died? How many animals died for that jacket? How disgusting. Wow, you're pathetic. You're pathetic. You're a monster. May the world treat you the way you treat animals, psycho. Wow. You see her, she had like hundreds of animals on her fucking jacket. Disgusting. And then she mocked us. So, my great aunt used to vomit on the kill floor. She used to vomit. This guy seems alone. Yeah, I mean, there's no difference between, I mean, we have way more in common than we do not in common, right? So it's just it's a simple idea. It's a simple concept, not hurt. You know, if there was a dog, yeah, Alicia, I just found that out, by the way, over Christmas. So she used to, like, when she was sort of like almost forced to kill the animals or work on the kill floor part, she would vomit multiple times a shift. And so she was an immigrant. She came from Portugal. You know, this is the job they gave her. Basically, they exploit communities, right? So the whole Portuguese community is exploited, Filipino community exploited. And it's not like college, university educated people are working in these places, right? So, yeah, vomiting. And I know my grandma was affected. Like she definitely was so affected. She's just very like quiet a lot in her life and reflective. And I didn't know till later that she really had an affinity for animals, but she also worked in the industry too. I mean, they also catch like supposed animal lovers in like veterinary fields. So people will go in thinking, oh, maybe I'll have a vet clinic someday, you know. But then they'll brainwash them to think, oh, you should work in animal agriculture. They'll get them trained on exploiting or cutting open or doing autopsies or experiments on farmed animals. And then people will go and be vets in the industry. So it's crazy. Yeah. Yes, watch Seaspiracy. You can see what happens with the fishies. Even when I was an inspector in fish inspection, we did a bit of training. We learned that, I think at that time it was something like only 40% of the fish was traceable, that you could trace back to its origin. So much mislabeling. And again, like with my inspection, like there's literally like, there was at the time maybe 1,000 inspectors, 1,300 inspectors or something in Ontario. And you got to think, like, Ontario is the largest population in Canada. The amount of testing we did it was called random sampling. So with the random samples, we would only be able to sample so much because there was only so many inspectors. Oh, okay. Already?
Yeah, it's just so cool.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so people, if you think your food system's being monitored the way you might actually think it is, it's not. And I'm not here to be alarmist, but I would never put an animal, if I knew what I knew now, that you didn't have to eat animals, after working all those years on kill floors, seeing the processing aspects of everything, like, there's no freaking way I would be eating animals or even recommending it. Even if like there was some sort of a good alternative, or sorry, a good way to do it. I mean, it doesn't matter. Again, it's just viewing others as commodities. Yeah, well, more on, you're right, maybe, yeah, for sure. So because it's really windy and cold, we're going to expedite our event a little bit. We're going to go over to our next location, so stay tuned. There is a place called Loro Piana just down the street. How convenient. Now we can go show our disgust for that disgusting company. Guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. If you guys aren't sure, yeah, there you go. We got some fish consciousness. Martin linked here as well, so you can take a look. You know, fish. Some say that fish suffer even more than we do, even more than other animals do, because they don't have the sense to move away from pain. If they are hungry, they just keep going back. Or also to people like, can you imagine people fish for fun? They put hooks in these innocent fish's mouths and throw them back into the water, and then they keep doing it over and over and over. Can you imagine that? How fucked up that is? How messed up? And some people call it a pastime. Yeah, there you go. Like Superb Beto. Like, look at, he's got a fish and everything. Like imagine it was an alien that came down, alien race that came down and did to us what we do to animals, and they were doing selfies with the victims. I mean, quite literally, that animal has nothing in their entire life but to be able to do what they want to do. And then someone comes in and rips them out of their natural habitat for funsies, for fun. Or they say for food, but it's not necessary, right? When are 200,000 bears going to come to my town? What about lions? What about lions? Lions lick their own junk. Do you lick your own junk? They lick their own asses. Do you lick your own asses? Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, the fucking coyote doesn't like that they were trapped. And then it's nothing declaration, pal. You're a freak. Get out of here.
Stop looking at your dogs that way. Yeah, lions, do we base our morals on what a lion does? I certainly hope not. You live in a society, likely, you wouldn't want to live in a society that bases their morals on what lions do. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. So guys, let me know where you're from. Let me know if you agree that we should stop factory farming of animals, stop farming these animals for jackets, for whatever reason. Let me know if you think we should leave animals alone and respect them. Yeah, again, we don't base our morals on what other animals do. We have morals. We can shape our societies, and we have to protect us. I mean, like, it's pretty basic. It's pretty basic.
All right.
Hi. Oh, hi. Okay. Okay. I'll be back in a second, guys. Stick around. Also, share the stream. Hit like. Tell your friends. Also, turn on that notification bell, guys, because I will be going live maybe tomorrow as well. Maybe something you've never seen before, and I won't spoil it, but I may or may not have, well, maybe I will spoil a little bit. I may or may not have done the same thing on Christmas Day. Just to show people the truth and the reality of our farming system and how we use calves and exploit more innocent animals. Yeah.
Oh, look what I've done.
Yeah. So guys, do you have any companions yourselves? Can you imagine if your companion was used for a jacket? City slickers. I've been on more farms than you, bro. More farms, more slaughterhouses. So don't talk to me about city slickers. You guys just use that as another excuse. Yeah, the other way. Yeah. That's all right. Here, I'll show you. These can be carried like this. Super light for you, Len, just in case. Or you do one on one. Wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
the megaphone.
All right, guys. Welcome to the drama. We're going to be moving on to our next stop. Yeah, it's way better performance. I mean, I've never had such a great jacket in my entire life than this noise jacket. Honestly, I can wear a t-shirt in it and I feel nice and warm, which is wild. Shit, I should have got ahead of the crowd. You guys good? You got everything? Yeah.
Huh? What's that? Yeah, I saw it. The broken heart. Yeah, that's great. Oh, can you take it with us?
So people who say they love fur, they love the way it looks, or people that have hunted and they've taken lives, multiple lives. They trap the animals like a bunch of cowards, right? Little pathetic cowards, right? And they trap them for days and days, and they suffocate, or certain body parts will get caught in the traps. It could be their foot, it could be their face, and you should see the traps. We used to bring one out for display here. It's so heavy, and that's smashing on a leg just so someone can wear a coat. It's absolute violence, and it's despicable. And then these farmers go up, some are farmers, but these hunters go up and then they shoot the animals in the face or the heart. It's really disgusting. It's disturbing how that's normalized and how that's allowed in society, to go and pick off these innocent animals. And they'll claim things like, oh, we're doing it for the ecosystem, bro. We're doing it for this. No, they do it for fun. It's called the thrill of the kill for a reason. And imagine, so Justin, why would anybody do that? Why would any smart, logical person do that? Well, they wouldn't, right? So you're just saying it because you do it. You do it yourself. But, there's solace, guys. Hunters can change, and they have. So someone named Hunter Toby, literally his name is Hunter. He changed. And if you go to Empty Cages, you can find his story. There's someone named the Vegan Sheepdog. He changed as well. This guy, These two, they grew up. Obviously, his name is Hunter. They grew up, and they always took lives. And then one day they said, "Oh, I don't have to," and they came to the realization that you don't have to do that. So. Why do we pose for the photo? Because we put it on social media. Show solidarity. This is being done all across the world, and we do the photo just to show solidarity, just to try to inspire other groups to do the same. Yeah. Let's stay back on this one, maybe. We'll go over here. What do you guys think of that view, that angle? Let me know if you want me to get closer or I can stay here. Some of the cope in the chat is amazing. So guys, once again, we are asking Loro Piana and Louis Vuitton to finally ditch fur. The time's coming to an end. This industry is collapsing. Vogue magazine recently dropped fur from the lineup, and Vogue magazine has a lot of influence as well. We had New York Fashion Week, London Fashion Week. We're asking Milan Fashion Week to join in dropping furred animals. Oh, a woke 40-year-old virgin. Thank you. You're in the States. I guess if you want to say I'm woke, you can say whatever you want. I've been called fat and skinny in the same live stream, so you know, it just goes with the territory. People project quite a bit. I should mute that for you guys. No? Where's the mute button? I mean, this is the cope, right? So this is what people do. They'll say things like, oh, you're woke. But that's all they'll say, rather than like trying to understand why people are protesting, what they're doing or whatever. They'll just say, you're woke. What does that even mean? Like, explain. Titan, if you go and watch any fur footage on how they're trapped, how they're factory farmed, you can see what's so bad. It's the idea of how people just think they can use animals for any reason whatsoever. That's two people I've perma-banned from my channel. And Ramal is, maybe I might be the third one. I don't know. Ramal, you're talking a lot of shit, bro. I see the videos you do about me saying I'm ableist. That's funny. Yeah, I'm ableist. The guy who claims to care about, what is it? The gay community? Sure. Sure you do, Ramal. Sure you do. It's sneaky, Ramal. I had hope for you, you know. I had a little bit of hope for you. You said you go to a sanctuary, but nope, you didn't go to a sanctuary. You come to all of our events. You eat the plant-based food even. But then you do weird videos about us. That's messed up. At least it isn't as windy over here as it was over there. Guys, once again, we are in Toronto at Loro Piana. This company is affiliated with Louis Vuitton, and we're asking them to drop fur. We don't need to use animals for fashion, entertainment, for any reason whatsoever. Chaos, you can't be 99%. That's like saying I'm 99% against beating women. I'm 99% against sexual assault. I'm 99% against racism. Like, how can you be 99% against an injustice? That's the weirdest thing to say. Nicholas, go work in a slaughterhouse. Go to one of these mink farms, Nicholas. Go there. Don't wear any biosecurity. Just walk into one of these places. You can even smell it from the street. And you tell me who's the Nazi. Wait a second. Let people do what they want to do. So if I come to your home and I take your dog and I use your dog as a punching bag, are you going to accept that? No, you're not going to accept that because it's not right. It's not moral. It's not just. So that's what we're out here saying. This is not moral. It's not just. Why should you support more billionaires and funding their fucking yachts and their mansions and their big cars? Like, fuck that, man. And what are you talking about, liberals? So you support billionaires like Louis Vuitton? So you want Louis Vuitton to get more for their stockholders off the tortured back of innocent animals so they can sell $1,000 fur coats and leather skinned bags and shit. Like, are you kidding me? Like, people, they come at us and they talk shit, man. They talk shit. Calling us this and that. What the fuck do you do, bro? You sit there and do nothing. Like, you accept this. You wonder, like, this is the thing, right? People accept violence in our community by eating animals and wearing them and treating them like entertainment and all these things, right? They accept this, right? They allow this to happen in their communities. They perfectly are okay with it, right? Then guess what happens? Mental health issues happen because of trauma, PTSD for slaughterhouse workers, for example, or injuries, or increased cost to our healthcare system because people get sick because they're eating fucking disgusting cancer-filled rotten corpses, and then they complain about the fucking cost of living, and then crime goes up. Like, people just don't see the big fucking picture, do they? They don't see it at all, man. You can project elsewhere. Axe Haas, you can project your insecurities elsewhere, dude. The wind is back. Methyl Lamore, who uses a bot troll account, says vegans are crazy. Why don't you go in the Discord? Since you're so smart and you can teach us how crazy, like, you can teach us the way, why don't you do that? Go into our Discord and have a discussion with one of the crazy vegans, and go live maybe even, and then we can see who's actually crazy. Go back your shit up, bro. You can't. Well, because it's a stupid name. Like, why do I give a shit? Methyl crackhead. Yeah, these people. Yeah, it's true. You're look at so someone just said that vegetables and fruit are going to cause you cancer. This is how mental our society has gotten, with the likes of influencers trying to teach people. Yeah, like, what are you doing with your... Okay, let's rate our time, Methel. Let's rate our time. I'm out here trying to stop a more violent world, right? Stop creating, normalizing violence in our world as a society to try to improve the lives of humans and non-humans in the world. And you're here spending your time talking shit to me. Who is having a bit more of a positive impact there, Methel? You, the guy who's trolling me, or is it me trying to stop more violence caused into the world? Well, I had 185,000 people join my last live stream, so I think that's pretty good. Oh, they turned off their thing. Go get them. Go get them. Oh, is this for us? Wait a second. So this person's talking about crop deaths, right? So vegans don't want the world that you are advocating for, Patrick, right? If you actually care about avocados, go to the Super Bowl, stand there with a sign and say ban avocados during Super Bowl time. 144 billion avocados are used at Super Bowl time. So if you actually care about that problem, if you actually care about avocados, go and ask them to ban avocados and guacamole at Super Bowl time. These are just excuses, right? Like the crops death argument as well. Like who eats more? The animals that you eat that eat the crops that could go directly to you, plus they eat 10 times more than we could. Like these are simple math equations. And I think you said the same thing the last stream about Canadians. I mean, this racism, I don't get what it is all about, but amazing. Just amazing. Yeah, exactly, Soy Daddy, exactly. I mean, you could if you actually cared about the number of deaths, like first of all, go to any farmer, go to any one of them and say, hey, listen, how many crop deaths do you have a year? They're going to be like, what are you talking about? I never have crop deaths. Or maybe, every once in a while they do, right? They're going to tell you you're crazy, right? And it's because the land is so destroyed from, pesticides and herbicides and, there's no living environment really in those crop fields. But even if there were, let's steel man your argument. Let's say, for example, yeah, there's so many crop deaths, so many, right? Billions. Like if you don't understand how they do the calculations, they literally measure all the animals in a square area. That's assuming the animals don't leave when a harvester comes by. That's just assumptions, right? They literally just they measure, or they go in and they take a number in this square area, and then they assume that the animals, when they hear the loud combine harvester, don't leave the area. It's ridiculous, right? And this has been debunked over and over and over. And if you're genuine and if you actually care and maybe you were duped or you thought that was a normal thing, then yeah. Now you're learning about it, right? But let's pretend that there's so many crop deaths, right? Well, first of all, there's things like veganic farming, right? So that would be the first thing you would want to move to. Veganic farming, vertical farming, precision fermentation, right? You'd want to move to those things because you actually care. But also, if you're eating animals, what are they eating? 92 billion, probably over 100 billion land animals are bred into existence every single year. How much food do they eat? How much water do they use? And how much land do they take up? It's been estimated that if we switch today, which isn't going to happen overnight, but like imagine if we did, we could move to a plant-based food system. We would need 75% less land and feed almost double our population. Our world and data, go look up the source if you actually are someone that cares. If you're actually someone that really looks into the data, or if you're just trying to make up some BS argument that you heard from some bro Jogan guy on his podcast who fucking makes money off of supplements and makes money off the animal exploitation industry. Like it's like this whole word like humane as well. Humane or ethical source or local. Like, how do you believe these terms? It's 2026. People talk about propaganda campaigns. People have been lied to think that they have to eat animals. How many years have you gone in your entire life to be told, oh, I have to eat animals. I need to get calcium from cow's milk or some shit. How often have you been told that? Your entire life, right? So then you learn that you don't have to, and a lot of people will continue to go with this local, organic, free range, free run nonsense. And the fact that we got to use animals for fucking fashion, like, wake the hell up, man. How don't you put these things as children? We learn this as children, to be kind to others, to not hurt others, harm others. And people still want to justify and use dumb ass fucking excuses over and over to do this. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. It's ridiculous. And then people are saying woke, they're saying all this shit. Go work in a slaughterhouse. Go spend some time, see that screaming cow as her neck's being jabbed at after she was shot in the face multiple times while she was fucking pregnant. Like, give me a break, man. That's okay? How is that okay? It's not. And it's not acceptable. And that's why a whole bunch of us are out here speaking up against it, because it's not acceptable. You aren't the victim. You might have these ideas that you have to eat animals, or you might not get the right nutrition. Like, okay, we can discuss that. But everyone can be healthy and fine on a plant-based diet. Stop believing the lies, or you know what would be better is you agree it's cruel. That's it. That would be better, right? You agree that it's cruel, and that's it. And you're going to continue doing it. Okay, you're a dickhead, you're an asshole, fuck you, right? Okay, at least you're honest. But this is slimy, right? Greenwashing and humane washing, that's slimy. That's fucking like ludicrous. Yeah, bullies. It's bully-like mentality, right? Yeah. 100. Then why don't you? So like people also call them meat, right? Like they're not meat. They're individuals, right? Why don't you call them How about now? Can you guys hear me now? I don't know why it's not working. There is sound now? Okay. Yeah, I think someone tried to call me. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Holy shitballs. It is freezing out here. I so appreciate the activists here today. I mean, we could be doing anything else, right? But we're out here trying to end violence in our society, not accepting it in our society. And I appreciate all the activists in the chat. You know, we got to put up with a lot sometimes. We put up with what we call dystopia, where people feel like it's okay to discriminate and assault us and tell us off and all these things. Even though, you know, we do a demonstration like this, it's mostly, you know, peaceful, sitting there. And yeah, people. So PBX, if you want to deport all immigrants, then are you going to be the one working on the slaughterhouse kill floor? Because that's the dichotomy you have now, right? In the U.S. is they want to deport all the people, right? So who's going to work on the kill floors? Are you going to get students to work on the kill floors? Stabbing innocent animals in the face all day? Shooting them in the head? How good do you think that's going to be for your society? Don't you want to continue to exploit immigrants and refugees and other marginalized communities? I mean, that's what we do, is it not? My jacket is from Noise, a company called Noise, and it's the warmest jacket I've ever had. And I'm in Toronto. I'm out in the cold. It's the idea of viewing others as commodities. It seems like you can't get off that. It's like guys, can you imagine 2026 people still drink cow's milk? They actually think they're cows. They literally think they're cows. You know, you can donate to Sanctuary, right?
From an indigenous artisan, and I'm happy to support indigenous.
Oh, please. You're such a liar. Come and talk about it then. Indigenous. My ass. You look like an idiot. Animal abuser. Total loser. I just had to give my 2 cents to someone who claimed that they got the innocent animal from an indigenous artist. And mind your own business. They sell fur from animals. Yeah, we're asking them to drop it. Most people disagree. They think they should drop fur. Yeah, because you can get nice warm jackets like this one. It's like a vanity thing, right? Yeah, they wear it to show off. They pay thousands of dollars with the thing on their neck. It looks stupid, you know? Yeah. It's Louis Vuitton, the company. The whole company sells. Who does? You haven't even seen me this whole stream. Actually, on my largest stream, we had 185,000 people tune in, and I didn't even put my face on the stream. So there's that. know, we can donate the fur trims to sanctuary. Those animals really suffer for your jacket. It's crazy. It's like displaying violence, right? It's, imagine, like, I go back to the analogy of the sorry. I go back to the analogy of the dog farm. You know, imagine we just put other types of animals as furred animals on our jackets. I'm sure they do. Maybe some of the furred items you're wearing are from cats or dogs or, you know, other animals, and you don't even know it. You know, we can donate those to sanctuaries for the animals, right? Animals really suffered for your jacket, by the way. It's terrible what they go through, the experience, the pain, and you wear it around like a trophy. It's crazy. No wonder why we live in a violent world, right? Violent people wearing violent stuff. Crazy. Regulated? Is this a regulated guy? I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I work for the Canadian government. I know all about the regulations. In fact, the hunters would bring their damn, their quotas and also their permits. They come to the licensing office that I worked at. And so you want to talk about regulation, please? You get tickets for money. You kill the animals however you want. Nobody's watching that. It's horrific. It's horrific what you do. Absolutely horrific. Oh, the cop came out. He's not happy with something. You can't something. Actually, that guy's not too bad. He actually agreed that we shouldn't be using furred animals for anything. Public disturbance. We're in the public. How's it a disturbance? What country do you live in that you can't protest? You think that we should live in countries that we can't protest? That's weird. I mean, fundamental freedoms are crashing all over the place, and you don't want people to be able to stand out with a sign. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Look at what's happening in the UK. They can't even protest animal testing anymore, apparently. General Buck Naked, why don't you go into the Discord and we can have a discussion with you, and we'll see who has a little bit more knowledge on these topics. Why don't we do that? Yeah, it is bad, Twisted. I still can't believe that. How ridiculous is that? You can't protest? Like, talk about how much sway. Yeah, join Discord. The links are in the description. You can't disagree with what you know these people are doing. I mean, isn't that the whole part of a democracy? Like, it's amazing. And then on top of that, these freedom people, these freedom of rights people, the ones who you know, they do the audits, some of them are for our allowance and they want us to protest, but some of these people in the chat here would like us to maintain and have our rights of protesting, freedom of expression, you know, the Constitution, stuff like that. But when it comes to us protesting, it's like, no, you guys are fascists, you guys are crazy, this is wrong. This all has to do with our demented view of what we're trained on as kids, to view animals as property or as things, or that we can exploit them. It's very simple concept to understand, but a lot of these people don't, right? They don't see the bigger picture. It's terrible in a sense, right? Because, you know, they really just don't want to continue to have our rights protected, and if they don't see the downstream effect of that, where yeah, if you don't protect our rights to protest, then your rights are going to be affected as well, just like the lab testing in the UK. So what future laws will come to pass, right? What further laws will happen as a result of not being able to protest something as disgusting as lab testing, you know? Yeah, I saw the video, Pia. That was a good one. Hopefully the Lords will change that. I guess there's still a vote to be had on it. It is scary. So what's next? So you can't protest this. Oh, so you can't protest this. So all of a sudden, all protesting is banned. Because the thing is, it's called legal precedent. So if there's a legal precedent set in one way, they can use that into other arguments. Nothing about who's killed General Buck Naked, about how the mink are anally and vaginally electrocuted while they're alive, how they're confined into little spaces. Have you actually been on a mink farm? Have you seen that? Have you seen the traps that they use out in the so-called wild, where these guys go in and they trap these innocent animals in these disgusting, like if you've held one of those traps, they're so heavy, and that thing smashes on their face, their legs, their tails, and then they're stuck there for sometimes days at a time, and then some coward comes with their little gun and shoots them a couple times, and then they get money off of it. It's all for money. It's all for profit-driven stuff. They claim it's for the ecosystem and stuff like that. Sure it is. No, it's because you enjoy killing. There's a thrill of the kill. That's what they say. You could do anything else. You don't have to do that. But you do it, right? You do it for your fun, for your funsies. It's like trophy hunting. It's no different. There's a video called What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain. And it talks about the psychology of taking lives. You should watch it. It's on YouTube. And trust me, people that are normal, that are watching, maybe they haven't commented, and they're trying to see things, see which side of history they want to be on. They're seeing it's the loud people in the room. That's who they're seeing. Many people are just loud, and they're saying crazy things. It just makes you look stupid at the end of the day. And hopefully that makes people wake up and not want to support disgusting companies like Loro Piana and Louis Vuitton, and also all animal exploitation. Oh, here we go. You critters, right? Yeah, sure, General Buck Naked, sure. Like, just because you don't know how to protect your crop in a kind way, and you enjoy killing, or you're too lazy and you can't figure it out, doesn't mean that people don't know what happens. This is the classic straw man. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, right? You have no idea. Well, yeah, I would say most vegans, most animal rights activists know probably more than farmers or hunters or anybody else, because they've been dealing with these comments for years. I mean, give me a break. Oh, rabbits, rats, yeah, okay. So listen, General Buck Naked, why don't you create an environment where those animals are protected? Alternatively, we understand that there's going to be some sort of death. Veganism isn't perfection. It's trying to find a better way, right? a better way to farm. We agree that there can be better ways to farm, but this absurdity that you care about these animals, that's the other thing. Like, you literally eat animals, 3 animals a day, every day. You eat them, you put them into gas chambers, they get shot in the face, they get electrocuted, and then they get a knife jabbed at their neck or their heads cut off, and you eat their carcasses, and you expect me to believe that you care about rabbits and you care about rats and mice. You don't give a fuck about those animals. I'm sorry. This is a straw man argument. This is complete nonsense. Like, what freaking ever. Because I've worked in slaughterhouses. I was a federal inspector for 15 years. Why do I make it sound like animals are getting tortured? Because they are. They lived in their confined spaces. They live in feces. They live in fear. If you've seen how some of these farmers treat the animals, you know that in some pig farms, they hang pigs just so the other pigs will conform. They'll listen to the farmer because they have a trouble, you know, pushing the pigs around to different pens and stuff like that. Have you seen the gestation crates? Have you been inside? I have. Full of shit everywhere. You know, all these dead corpses all around these farms with bashed in skulls of these poor animals with maggots coming out of their eyes. Shut the fuck up. I know I've seen way more than you, buddy. You cry? Okay. Yeah, well, 15 years I worked in animal agriculture. My entire family worked in it, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Absolutely disgusting. What, you know, so I worked in an investigation unit, right? And do you want to know, so, like, I'll tell you some of the worst things I saw, okay? So, do you know how many animals die in their feces alone? That just die suffocating on feces? It's unbelievable, the amount that do. Do you know that there's a picture, one that sticks in my mind, of what a guy did to a poor pig with a stick, like larger than a stick. Imagine a big piece of wood inside of them. Over and over and over. They jammed at them over and over and over. This is what people do. These are people that molest these animals on farms consistently, and you expect that these are going to be normal people? You expect that these isolated people that have nobody watching them, nobody really even looking into these things, these are isolated people. They're lonely. They do things to the animals, and you can go do that research yourself. I don't need to get into that, but this is the truth of the matter. I recommend anybody go out, drive out to your local farms. Usually there's going to be a garbage dump on public property. Just lift that garbage bin open and see what you see. You're going to see nothing but dead bodies. Which animals? I've been in all the slaughterhouses. So, how did they kill the animals? Well, generally with a knife. With chickens, it was more mechanical. Pigs, they put in the gas chambers. So, Maple Lodge Farms, Breslau, a place called Conestoga Meats. Place that used to be called Better Beef, now called Cargill. Been in all of them, thank you. As a federal inspector. Also a couple smaller places. Yeah. Titan, what am I lying about? Tell me. You can't, by the way, you cannot lie about being a federal employee in Canada, United States, UK. You can't lie about that. I worked in it. I cannot lie about it. Otherwise, I could be imprisoned for lying about working for the government, which I did. Titan, tell me what I made up. Let's discuss it. No, General, they don't have little machines that do it. What are you talking about? You know that they're the heads that come off from the chickens, there's people that literally... Oh shit, why is someone running down? There's a lady up in the top rafter there. She was yelling at someone. Maybe it's this guy crossing the street. So yeah, what is it that I'm lying about? So, you know, there's a bunch of slave workers literally in the back of where the flames take off the feathers after the skull tank. There's workers, there's backup workers in case the knife didn't work, or sorry, the mechanical knife didn't work on the neck of the chickens and the hens, and they're praying over the birds. So this is a normal everyday thing. This is what happens. So I don't know where you can't find that. Go look at the 3-minute movie challenge in my description. You can see exactly what happens. You say it's all mechanical. It would be impossible to be mechanical. There's people chucking crates down. There's birds that are transported how many hours? In Canada, cows are transported up to 30 plus hours. They're sliding around their feces. They're pregnant. They're breaking their legs. I mean, this is part of the consequences of it. And even if it was done in some special way, why the hell would you be for that? Oh yeah, PETA's just out there executing animals. Like, listen to this kind of rhetoric, right? People have been believing that PETA just goes around killing animals. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. What's the question that you have? Hey, Mel and Steve. It's good to see you guys. What's the standard process for adult bulls in average slaughterhouses? What do you mean? What standard process do you mean? Like the way they're killed? They literally get put into a pen, they walk up a little alleyway up to a knockbox, and they're shot in the head with a captive bolt gun. Sometimes multiple times, actually quite often failure rates, but it's not even that, right? It's the fact that they shoot them so the cows don't freak out while they're having their neck jabbed at over and over. They go down a little what's it called, conveyor belt-ish, while their feet are hung up by a chain. So then their face, so it's humane. See, there's the word humane, right? That's benevolent, that's kind. How is that kind when you don't have to do it? You literally just can leave animals off your plates. Leave them alone. True factory farms. Imagine not standing up for animals. Yeah, it's a funny time. Guy's mocking us. No, I'm actually on the smaller scale farms. They generally don't have stunning methods, so they'll use a shotgun instead. And sometimes, I mean, go to your local farms. Go look in the trash dumps, on public property, of course. Go see exactly what farmers do. Put up a trail cam and see how these people treat their animals. Small scale farms, quite literally those smaller farms, it's been there's been studies on them, and I can attest, like, these small farms are terrible, the way they treat animals. And this guy wants to claim, does legality equal morality? We used to have slaves, right? We used to have slaves, and that was legal. Do you think that's right? That it was good to have slaves? So what if there were human beings? We don't need to use others. We don't need to exploit others. Do you think we should be chopping dogs' heads off and factory farming them so we can put them on a fucking jacket for some billionaire to make more in his stock portfolio and buy more yachts and bigger cars and mansions and bling? Like, no, that's fucked up. That's violence. You're showcasing violence. We're also consuming violence, and people wonder why we live in a violent world. Well, how about you stop viewing animals in a violent way? You don't think there's effects from that? You don't think putting human beings in a place where they're skinning animals alive, you don't think that does something to them mentally? And you don't think that translates into society? Give me a break, man. Think about it. At least we can entertain the police. Guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, turn on the notification bell. I may or may not be live tomorrow, but definitely within the next few days at a place that maybe some of you have never seen. You guys go back to my This is Christmas stream. Maybe you'll get an indication of what that is. I don't equate us, Titan. I don't equate us. I just look at our similarities. We all want to live. We all can suffer. We all feel pain. We all want to love. I look at our similarities, just like humans relate with their similarities, right? It's like no different than rescuing a dog, you know, from a shelter. You know, you just want the best for them, and that's it. I mean, this company and other companies are making trillions of dollars off of the death and exploitation of innocent animals. So why? When we don't have to. We can quite literally not use others, not have people go and skin others alive, work in these processing facilities that people suffer PTSD, turn to drugs, alcohol, all these things. Why would you want that for society? That doesn't even include like things like zoonotic diseases. And that doesn't even include the most important part is the exploitation of others. How would you like to be in their situation? You wouldn't, right? I always akin it to an alien race comes down and does what we do to animals, and us being like, why are you doing this to us? Well, exactly. Think about it. Materials. Well, make material. What if someone said the same thing about you, Kane? I'm gonna make a jacket out of you and wear you around. I hope not. You'd wear your dog, bro. Come on. Giving me the finger now? You got a lot to say, eh, buddy? Come talk. Don't be a coward. Fucking unbelievable. Guy says he'd wear his dog. And I'm like, you would? He started with me, so. Titan, I'm getting sick of you, man. I think I'm just gonna give you a little rest. I think your brain needs a little rest for a bit. Yes. Stop anally electrocuting innocent animals.
I'm a fashion designer, and I'm with you guys.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, Loro Piana and Louis Vuitton. We're asking them to drop fur. Once Louis Vuitton falls, I think that's the big one, the main one. If they fall, it's over. So many companies have already dropped fur. Vogue magazine recently dropped fur. London Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week has dropped fur. We're asking Milan Fashion Week to do the same. Marc Jacobs, Rudsack. I mean, there's so many of them that have dropped. So they hold a lot of influence. I don't know if you don't know that, but they hold a ton of influence. So it's more or less the idea of just viewing animals for us when we can, like, just not exploit others. I mean, that's the whole idea behind this, right? 20K. Yeah, but if we can put enough pressure on their business, a ton of companies have already dropped. Like Marc Jacobs was firm on keeping fur, but we did a convergence campaign and they stopped. I mean, now they have a fur-free policy. Canada Goose is another company. Sure, there's still some jackets around, but generally speaking, the public's on our side. I think that's why. But yeah, a lot of people have dropped. A lot of companies have dropped fur. You love the torture and confinement and anal electrocution of animals, Nicola. That's weird. It's really weird. Weird flex. Okay. I haven't put my face on the stream yet, guys. What's up? All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It's been a long, cold fucking day. But look, vegan jacket. Look at that. Noise brand jacket. So warm, so toasty. We don't have to support disgusting companies like Louis Vuitton or anything like that. So guys, if you do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I will be back. I will be back. You'll see my beautiful face maybe next time. Also, if you wouldn't mind, if you have the funds or if you want to support, I really support two of the groups down in the description below. So We the Free, they do online, or they do street advocacy, and they do a really great job. I want to support the teams across the world. If you want to donate there, we also have an animal rights lab, and we go on donations. So if you want to support that as well, that way we bring all these beautiful activists, and we're able to create a community. And I really hope that others will take that on board as well. I think we really need animal rights community based. I think that will grow advocacy and eventually get rid of the mindset of viewing others as commodities. So really appreciate you being here. It's good to see you, Michael. Axel, if you don't mind, people, go subscribe to the people. Shout yourselves out in the chat. I possibly will be live tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll see. And stay tuned also as well. Project Livestream. If you're someone who's considering going live, we can help get you set up. We had a friend here from Fur Free Toronto. They had 5 subs. We got them up to over 50 subs in less than a day. So we can help you get started to do the live stream. Thank you again so much for being here. Good to see you, Twisted, Martin, as always. Guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Much love.